Hi, Kyle. I'm going through a big release time. I feel like I've lost all my friends, but I've been sitting with what I'm feeling and I've been releasing a lot, including today. I finally gave up on trying to make friends and initiating with people. Perfect. If I don't initiate conversation, I won't hear from anyone. Perfect. I know this is my path and I'm meant to learn and release a lot, but I still can't help but feel bad for myself not having one friend actually care about me. Perfect. Feel bad for yourself. Feel compassion for yourself for the first time and stop using friends to block you from feeling compassion for yourself, right? Friends are available. They will be available. But right now, this isn't even about friends. This is about an energy in you that needs to learn to accept. We are all being put through different circumstances to a place of needing to learn to accept. And Alexa, right away, you're in a position of, okay, I don't have any friends. I'm going to be connected to myself. I'm going to feel for myself, right? You'll start to realize, whoa, I had a pattern of finding friends so I don't have to feel for myself, right? That's an amazing thing. We literally were going, I need to have friends because then I don't have to feel connection to myself. I don't have to feel the negative feelings that are in my body. I don't have to feel off. I don't have to feel lost. I don't have to feel whatever. You will be shocked at how many spiritual speakers or people that are successful, a lot of their content has to do with be alone, stand out, have no friends. Learn. I saw one speaker talking about go through a season of saying no, miss out. I just did a whole thing on miss out on things, right? Because every time you let go of something that you thought you had to do, if pain is under it, you have to take that in. If pain is under it, that means that you had those to block the pain that was already there. That's how smooth the universe is. The universe is like, oh, pain is under this? Okay, we need to look at it. It needs to come to light. We need to heal it, right? Oh, well, Alexa had a bunch of friends that were in the way of that. Okay, take them away. We want to get you to a place where you are completely okay with having no friends. It's going to, whatever you're not okay with, it's going to either go, you can surrender this internally, or I'm going to make you face it externally, right? Oh, you don't like people talking crap about you? Okay. You are going to do everything you can to create annoying situations, overfix, become annoying, and put yourself in a position where everyone talks crap about you. Oh, you don't want your ex to move on? Okay, we're going to create a position where you're constantly asking them about it and then making them feel really weird and making them want to move on, right? Like we create the situation, right? But it goes, if you could just allow and be like, it's okay if that thing happens. It's okay if I don't have any friends. What does that mean? What does that mean? Have friends. Like, I know that you can answer that in one way, but I want you to join me on a much different dimension. And like, imagine, let's look at any other thing having that. I want you to imagine fish thinking other fish are friends or not, right? And actually being like, right, I don't have friends. Well, there's fish there and there's fish there, but you have some ownership friends. You have these friends that you can't identify as friends. And you probably have people that show up in your life that could be easily just friends, but you don't have that title where you want some we are friends, right? Like, right? It's just like on a higher dimension, you're whole. And people can come into your life when you're whole, and people can leave your life when you're whole, right? I also think you're really focused on friends that left. I'm going to assume that friends that left is your focus. And I promise you, on the other side of the full release after your acceptance, you are going to feel so free. You're going to feel so good. And that's going to create a space for much more amazing friends that align with you. You're doing inner work, people that were at a level that you couldn't be at, we're not doing the same inner work, want to do their own thing, changing, they can go. This is about your connection to source. You always have that. How amazing is it that no one can get in the way of your connection to source? No one, no government can, they can try, but they can't. You have a true unconditional best friend with the now. This is really real. It's got next steps. It's got everything you need. It's got your true fulfillment. It's got everything. Am I saying don't ever hang out with other people? No. But right now, it's like you're in process to not just keep kind of this hoarding energy in a third dimension of like keeping friends around, this have. Do you hear the ownership in that sentence? I have a lot of friends, right? How about I am a good friend, whether they're there or not? Do you see the difference? Have, am. I am. Work on you, right? Do you feel that? Be you. I want you to connect to you. See that energy that wants to have and see if you can just let it go a little bit. Could we do that? What if you let go? Like, what's the energy? Is it even friends? Is it even specifically about friends? Or is it a hoarding energy in between you and God? Has nothing to do with friends. I guarantee the same you that is feeling that someone else has with money, someone else has with an ex, someone else has with their parents' opinions. Like, it's just like, I'm hoarding. We're all just look at the energy of hoarding and take out what it is that we're hoarding and just see this energy. And I want you to just look at it like it's a little girl going, don't leave me. Because I don't know who I am if you leave me. Money, the old house, my ex, my best friend, my person that died, everything. Like, just see that energy that goes, don't leave me. And then you right here, Alexa, the woman who's sitting in the chair listening to this or on the couch or whatever, you in the now, just in the now, be there for the energy going, don't leave me. And then you sit with her, the girl going, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Mom, please don't leave me. Dad, please don't leave me. Brothers and sisters, please. And you just sit with her. You just sit with her. And just hear her. She wants to be heard. And she hasn't been heard. And she used friends unconsciously and the owning of them to cover up the abandonment, to cover up the alone. But she's not alone. You're with her. She's not alone ever again. There's no such thing. You're here with her. There's no such thing as alone anymore. There is a child and there is you. The child wants you. The child wants you to hear it. There's no more alone anymore. A pattern can think it's alone, and you can ignore the pattern and keep chasing an external, and then the pattern will not see that it's not alone because it's looking at the person leaving, which we're really controlling. You don't have a right to live your life your way. You don't have a right to go. I have you. Liberate yourself, right? You have a right to go. You have a right to go. Love liberates. Maya Angelou says, love liberates. I liberate you. I liberate you to be you, truly you. I love you. Like, think of you aiming at that friend going, I love you. Please go. This is your spiritual growth. I love you, even if you're friends with someone else. I love you if you're friends with that person I never wanted you to be friends with. I love you, whatever it is. I love you if you're friends with my ex. I love you if whatever it is, just open your heart and look at the little girl reaching for mom and dad and just let her open her arms and just let her fall into you. She's so tired of doing this herself. You be present for her. You hear her. You don't have to do anything. You hear her. You just listen. Your listening will change the whole thing. There's nothing you can do anymore. Your listening will change the whole thing. There's a few things you can do, like pay the bills or do the thing or do what the soul says as a next step. But like, when you don't know what to do, listen, because it's the act of truly seeing the source that changes things on this higher dimension. It's not in you keeping them here. It's not in you forcing something. There's true liberation in not needing that energy of needing friends. You still can experience connections with people. On the higher dimension, change it to from have friends to experiencing connections with people whenever you feel like it. You don't need that title. We can, but undo the entanglement, undo the mine, undo that. Just hang out with someone. Have a nice time with them. No more ownership. You don't need to own anyone. You don't need to have anyone. You on the other side of releasing and giving to them, not that they need it, but giving to them their freedom from your heart. So you're not holding them. Oh, that is the most amazing spiritual practice. That is such good spiritual practice. You just sit there present, aching for them, but really seeing them going and knowing on a spiritual level, on the highest level, on a higher dimension, that's right. And if they're supposed to come back, they will. And how much more does your body flow without that hoarding energy? How much more creativity can show up when you're not focused on keeping someone who's aiming that way? Like, how much better friends could show up? What is on the other side of that? If you open, Alexa says, it says, so I shouldn't try to connect with people in this group. You are welcome to, but I want to undo the charge about it, right? You are welcome to. Maybe you now have room to connect to people in this group more. But at the same time, undo the charge that you're nothing without that connection, right? Let's allow the truth of the wholeness that we are to show itself so that we stop creating from lack. You will be blown away by how much shows up, and none of it will add any more to the completed you that you are. It's just the match to you, right? So life is going, you get present with the girl that's scared. That girl needs to be heard for a while.